Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Black Accountant. It's your boy Mo. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want to see going forward. So today I thought I'd talk a little bit about landing a Big Four offer and how to do that. And I think it comes down to four really basic principles, right? Or not even principles, just four things. Number one is the school that you go to. Number two is your GPA. Number three is how you network. And number four is the questions that you ask. So I'm gonna get into it a little bit. So a little bit of backstory on me. While I was attending Cal State Northridge, which is actually a non-target school, um, I was a biology major, cell and molecular biology. And as I got deeper and deeper into the major, as explained, I think in one of my previous videos, I decided that wasn't really something for me, and I switched over to accounting. So in the accounting field, there's what's called the Big Four, which are Deloitte, PwC, Ernst& Young, and KPMG. So they're called the Big Four because they generate the most revenue. They're the most prestigious firms and like the largest accounting firms in the world. So you do technically want to work there because working there as an accountant or a consultant looks really good on your resume and as a great place to begin your career because you get really solid training and you get this huge brand name on your resume, which helps with your hiring down the line when you want to switch jobs. So to land a Big Four offer, number one, the school that you go to. So when I say the school that you go to matters, it definitely matters when it comes to the profession. So as an accounting student, Cal State University Northridge is well known and has partnerships with these Big Four where they come to our school for diversity hires because you have people from all different walks of life and age groups who are working at the same time going to school, and it's a really diverse commuter school. So they come here for that quota, to meet that quota, versus a non-target school would be a school that's not on the radar of that university or on the radar of that company or that firm because they don't see themselves or putting in the resources or effort to bring in those types of students because it takes much more money and more time to filter through a lot of people to find somebody that they want rather than having a group of people already prepared for them. So that's number one. And my school was a target school for accounting rules, but throughout my time as an accountant, I really realized that I did not want to be an accountant after I graduated because I found the work to be a little bit redundant. It didn't seem like something I really wanted to do long term, and I didn't want to do something more compliance based. I wanted to do something that was revenue generating. So that would be consulting. And now consulting, my school is not a target school for that. So that made the hiring process a lot more difficult. So that brings me into the next segue point of networking. How you network is your net worth. And it's what gets you anywhere in life. You can explain anything away with how you network. So there's two types of networking, I believe, honestly. There's the networking of whatever is provided the system in front of you, and there's the hidden network of people that you don't know. So what I mean by that is, say I'm on campus and we have professionals come from all these firms, you're going to network in the type 1 network with the people that your school provides or the people that come to your campus, So these types of people aren't going to help you get into a career outside of what they came to recruit for. So say, like I just said, I wanted to do consulting and the people that would be present on campus were hiring for accounting. So it would look really bad for me to speak on consulting or do talk about those types of things because it would not get me to where I needed to be. And I didn't want to settle for an accounting offer, so I really migrated my efforts away from that and went to the type 2 networking, which would be cold calling, hitting up people on LinkedIn, and definitely attending conferences. Professional conferences and networks get you so far. So one of the biggest ones that I was active in was the Alpha Convention or the Alpha Club, which was the Association of Latino Professionals for America. Now, I'm not Latino and Black, but they do incorporate both ethnicities or races within that club because they're open to everybody, And I didn't also, through doing that kind of networking, want to be transitioned into a minority-based position which is a position that's kind of just a filler role just to say, hey, we hired this many people that are Latino, this many people that are Black, etc. And that might be a little bit just my pride or a little bit of just, you know, wanting to do something a little bit different or wanting to be accepted for my actual skills. So I just use that network to help leverage me out to a bigger network of people that would connect me to what I wanted. And I think that made the biggest difference for me in landing a Big Four offer, because I got put in front of people from Big Four and was able to navigate. And every time I would speak to somebody, I would have them refer me to somebody else that's a little bit more into the niche space that I was trying to get into. And then from there, I would learn what skills are really needed to thrive here. Especially when you're from a non-target school, you need to have a little bit more skills than you would if you are from a target school, because you're not part of the regular recruiting maze. You're going about it in a little bit of a different way. So you learn what skills you need, you work on those skills, whether it's getting some certifications, whether it's getting some kind of experience, whatever it may be, you want to do that and get yourself ready and play the long-term game. So while you might not get hired during this exact recruiting season, plan yourself out for the next 2 to 3 years of like how long you're willing to wait before you can get hired or onboarded somewhere. And that's kind of what I did there, because I really understood what it is that I wanted, how it is that I could adapt to get there, and then doing those things. Now, the third thing here, like I had mentioned earlier, is GPA. GPA, while it's not the catch-all be-all for employers, it is a gateway that would, if applying online only, would definitely filter you out if you have a low GPA. But if you're able to, like I said, maintain a network and a pipeline, once you apply and you have at least the minimum GPA required, which for a lot of bigger companies is at least a 3.0 to a 3.3 GPA, is to focus on getting that talking point with people. And then if somebody's asking you about your GPA, you have valid reasons for why it's low. So a valid reason would be, you know, that I work while also going to school, or I'm in a club position, or I do all of those things at the same time. So my GPA is a little bit on the lower side. You know, you can't just have a very low GPA with no other explanation other than when you're a full-time student and expect to get somewhere with it. So that would be that third point there. And the last one would be the types of questions that you ask. Please, 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 if you're ever recruiting, don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to. You know, you want to tailor your questions to being things that you want to ask in a way that will be received by the person that you're speaking to. So adapting your approach regardless. You can't just have a list of questions and then you're in a conversation with somebody and then they're talking, and then as soon as they're done, you ask a question that completely interrupts the regular flow of a conversation. Because in that way, it lets me know that you're not even listening to what I'm saying. You're just talking to me to talk to me. You're not even building a network at that point, because you're not building a quality connection. You're just asking questions for the sake of asking questions to say, I talked to this person. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on this topic below. I'd love to hear it. Let me know if you've actually gotten an offer, if you're in the process of recruiting. Also, I'll also link down my resume business down below for anybody that's interested. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.